You're restoring me piece by piece.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Whoa, sorry if the light shifts. I'm in front of my window and it's like sunny and then cloudy and then sunny. And I got something in my eye. Oh god, it's bad. My eyelashes are stuck together. If you're new to this channel, my name is Donika, and on this channel I share personal stories from rust to restored. What that means is that I share stories, basically sharing what God has restored and is restoring in my life. I also share tips and ideas that will help you develop your spirit, soul, and your body. If you like content like this, then pull up a chair and let's get into it. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button down below. This way you're notified every time I upload something new, which usually is like Sunday and Wednesday. I am trying to stay consistent. Sometimes life happens, sometimes things happen and I'm not able to be consistent, but I'm trying. Today we're going to talk about evicting some tenants who drag you down. So I had a friend who I let have some rent space in my head for 3 years. This supposedly friend was taking a rent space in my head and was taking advantage. This supposedly friend was taking advantage of my generosity, and the monthly cost was becoming too much. Our kids are almost the same age and we used to hang out a lot. I used to share my heart with her, my struggles, my ups and downs, my failures, my secrets, and I also shared how much I made. She had a very limited space she shared with me, and that bothered me because I wanted to influence her and be the good Christian girl, you know, but sometimes it's hard to be the good Christian girl. And sometimes being nice to people, it's like being bad. It's like the worst. It's like the opposite. They take it so wrong, so different. She started to envy me, and I started to notice, especially when we bought this house. She came around telling me, you know, how jealous she is and how she wanted everything that I have and how well I have it and that I didn't know, and that she would give anything just to have basically my life. And at first I thought this was a joke. I didn't really give it much attention. I was just like, oh, she's, you know, some people are just like that. She's just being funny and goofy. So I didn't really pay much attention until she decides to buy a house really close to where I live. Still, it didn't hit me. I actually thought, ooh, she wants to be really close friends with me, you know. I invited her to my house. We shared meals. We went out with our husbands, with our kids. I spent holidays, really important holidays, with her and her family at my house. But she never reciprocated that. Gosh, I said that word. I have a hard time pronouncing that word. I remember once telling her, I'm gonna open a daycare, and from that day on, she just flipped. I feel like she changed her attitude, really. And I know there was always something there, but now it was just obvious. It was just like, really? I remember her saying, you really serious about that? You really gonna open a daycare? And I was like, yeah, I have the credentials. I can open a daycare. I want to help my husband. I want to work. From that day on, she was just so negative to me and started saying negative stuff and just being mean on purpose and doing little petty things here and there behind my back, and just saying so many negative things that would hurt me or my confidence, or just playing basic like mean games, you know, like kind of like high school. And I started to notice that, and then I started sharing it with my husband. One, because I didn't have anyone else to share it with, and two, because I knew she was envious of me, and it hurt me, and I didn't really expect that. I didn't really see that coming, you know. I was just like so how to say, oblivious in a way, because in a way I kind of was desperate to be friends with somebody, especially if you move to a new town, a new whole area, and you want to, you know, to know people, to be in touch with other moms, and especially if you have kids, you know, same age, you want to, you know, just do things together, and you don't really expect that they're gonna be like petty and envious and just playing catty games. And I'm not into that. I'd rather be alone. So for almost a year, I was just repeating myself over and over like a broken record, things that she would say to me, things that she would do, and I was just like constantly talking about it. And it became so permanent that I had no idea how much space it had taken in my head. And soon enough, I realized that from talking about this problem and her behaviors, I was getting stressed and irritated, and I didn't know how to stop, but it had to stop. So I decided to evict this person from my head. No more free rent on my space. No more free rent space in my head. I deleted and blocked her from all social media. And so did she, I noticed, and I was glad because it never felt better. And you might say, why didn't you ever tell her how you felt? And I wanted to, and that's probably the more mature way, to just sit down face to face and just tell that person exactly how they're making you feel and why you just can't be around that negativity anymore. But with certain individuals, you just know it's going to be a waste of time and a waste of breath. Some people take confrontations differently. Like they would create more drama than admitting anything. So without any eviction notice, I just stopped giving free rent to that person in my head. And so should you. What's my point? Sometimes we allow certain individuals and their drama to rent free space in our head. And it has to stop because it's only going to hurt you. I'm all about influencing people and being positive and kind. Yes, never stop that to whoever you can, whoever you come across with. But sometimes you just have to stay away from negativity and negative people, because all they will do is pull you down, drag you down, fill you with negativity. And yes, forgive. You can forgive and forget and let it go. It's been over 2 years now. Never heard back from that person. I think last year she tried to FaceTime me. I don't know if it was her or her kid, but I have no problem if I ever see her again to say hi and be civil and respectful, like I have always been. But it's just not worth it being around negativity. You know, if you have issues, deal with them and don't let it spill over into somebody else's life, you know, especially if someone has been kind and nice to you. And mind you, she never invited me to her house. I treated her like she's like a sister, like a close friend. She never invited me to her house. She openly said it to me, you know, I cannot invite you to my house, you know. I don't know if she was intimidated or scared or whatever, but whatever the case is, it's a closed case. You just need to set clear boundaries around you and realize that whoever you let be around you or rent free space in your head will impact your life in the long run. I know this video might sound a little weird, but I hope you enjoyed, that you learned something, and that you think twice before you let somebody's negativity, somebody's drama, somebody's presence have some free rent in your head, you know. And that's just a metaphoric way of saying don't take everybody's BS, okay? Just don't take it. You don't need to, you don't have to, you know. You can still love people and bless them from far or from close if you can, it's fine. But you don't need to take nobody's BS, nobody's crap, nobody's negativity. You don't need to. because it will affect you, especially if you're trying to grow, develop, find yourself, start a life, do something with yourself, you know. It will affect you, so you need to stay away from that type of drama, that type of environment, those type of people. Anyway, if you liked and enjoyed this video, share, because sharing is caring, and also hit the like button, it helps, and leave me a comment if you had a similar story and what did you do. Yes, be blessed. Bye.